The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. On the return, Simba Webster from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Play action. Now Williams.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
On play action, here's Williams.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Play action. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Another run for Brown on second down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Herbert is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
He finds his target, Allen.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Throwing again here, Williams.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Williams.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Throwing on second down is Williams. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, Gesicki, a nice grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing now, Burrow on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
11.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete right around the 8. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To the air again, Burrow. And it's caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased, and he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection, and it still continues here in the NFL.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Burrow on play action. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
2nd down and 8. Now a toss for Swift left side.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 4th down, here's Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bears have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Burrow will throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 40-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
This is Brown going up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's first down.
Handing it off to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And he's taken down, and that'll get him a little bit closer. But every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final.
You stupid, man. GG's. Good game, bro. Stupid, should have waited.
Here's a give to Brown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing, Burrow.
Buying time to his left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
My Bengals lost yesterday. Had to get my revenge.
Now it's Burrow. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First carry now. This is Williams. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They run it again with Williams. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now Burrow. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 54 yards. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now Burrow changing the look. They'll look to throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. Still going inside the 20.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Here we go. 180. 12.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And it's 15-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll go play action with Nix.
They'll roll him out right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Off the play fake, Nix.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now he's loose at the 40. T. Higgins.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins. An even 90 yards. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he brings this out past the 20 to the 24.
We dominate today.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nix from the shotgun. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix.
He'll buy some time right.
Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
On play action, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Nix. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Sliding out of the pocket. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working off.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This one swung out to Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. And out across midfield down to the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this.
And got his man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2 yards to go, second down. Now Burrow going to change things up. Here's Brown on second down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Back now in Cincinnati. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Do it again, baby. Do it again. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now it's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And Burrow going to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. How many people are really happy about those picks? Any fantasy team that has this defense.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because the
ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
12.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Waddle, the motion man right. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First down. Here's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Burrow on play action.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
69 yards.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early.
And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Sliding out of the pocket. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big 13.
Burrow will throw. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down.
A short throw there pulled in by All. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
10 more there and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This 2nd and 4. Now Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Burrow going for it on 4th. Shakes off the sack. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his right. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Being chased out left.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Burrow.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Buying time to his left. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Inside the 20. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions.
I'm gonna make you hate me today. Hey.
Disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks
Who
over the
they
field.
And I
bitch?
think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is.
Touchdown! Drew Sample from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends
3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0.
have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run, Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They go play action with Burrow. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They're passing here. Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Waddle, the motion man, right.
Tua now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. They'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in the...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
A 22-yard scamper.
And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now Tua.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's second down. Now Burrow.
Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long. That's complete to Chase.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Dancing to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Burrow. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
4 seconds to go. This is likely it. Here's Tua.
They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on the horizon, bracing for overtime. We were, too, and we may want to wait a little bit before heading for the exits, let that parking lot clear out a bit.
Maybe there's a later flight we can catch.
That might be a good idea. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lucky as fuck.
With that, we say
Lucky.
so long from
Damn,
Cincinnati.
fucked up. Let me get caught that fucker interception. Nigga got lucky.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the gun on third down is Burrow, eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Second down and 8.
Again, it's Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow on play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option.
And Cook will get in for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Burrow looking to pass.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 17 yards out.
And the Bengals are back within a score.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
2nd down and 3.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making play.
And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bills are able to widen their advantage.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think
the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigating the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to stretch. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they go play action now. Burrow.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
On play action, Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Allen off the play fake. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Cook. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A final shot before half for Allen.
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown.
A great effort there as time expires in the first half.
And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 20.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go play action here with Minshew.
Gets it downfield to Mayer.
And he'll be out of bounds. Just shy of the 40. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ritter back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. first carry for Amir Abdullah. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
This one complete to Yoshivas.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. It's Burrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Ritter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Ritter now.
Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but some...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right.
Ritter has it knocked down.
And the Bengals grab it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ear. Back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now it's Burrow. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 9.
Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Right back to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Ritter with it after the play fake.
He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ritter from the gun.
Buying time to his left.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
This a screen to Abdullah. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Harrison Bryant as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They go play action with Burrow, rolling to his left. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Bengals first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Burrow. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Back to throw, Ritter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Ritter on the 4th down try. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That's caught by Tucker.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Bengals. They've got the football. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Throw left side complete. That's Marshall.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Ritter.
Flushed out right.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Ritter to throw it.
Open man is Myers. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alexander Madison, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He finds Mayer here.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception.
Off to the races. Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And the Raiders have recovered. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lot? And my goodness, another interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Another carry now for Madison. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out. Kind of a costly one as he won't make it back to the 20. Darnold going to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-zip. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now it's Darnold.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, 53 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, 15-0 here in the first quarter. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, They tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Flush to his right.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
On third down, Burrow eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
McCarthy now on first down. This one swung out here to Jones.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's brought down at the 25-yard line. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Flushed out right.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. McCarthy going to throw again as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield.
And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
54 yards.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To the air with McCarthy.
Steps away.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now McCarthy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
And now the offense for the Bengals being called back out as they'll try to add on 2 more.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3rd and 2.
Looking to throw.
McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10.
To the air again, McCarthy.
Rolling to his right.
That's to the left side where he's got Naylor.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Oh, Gesicki, a nice grab.
And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
We got 4.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right.
That's caught. Andre Yoshivas.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. On the move to his left.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. Then he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
In the backfield by himself is Brown, second and goal. He's going to get it again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 16 there. And that is going to set up third and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds.